Stretched out to the middle, back to
broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. Hey, it's in! Rochester has the lead, and again, it's St. Louis.
Following last week's tragic event at an Orlando nightclub, the United Soccer League is contributing to the One Orlando Fund and is asking for your support as well. One Orlando was created to provide funds and assistance within the Orlando community, including care for the victims and families affected by last weekend's heartbreaking incident. Please visit oneorlando.org for more information. Again, that is oneorlando.org. And we thank you for your support. Arizona United Soccer is on the air. Tonight, United hosting St. Louis FC. How you doing, everybody, here at balmy Peoria Sports Complex with Scott Morrison. I'm Brad Sussmat. Welcome on in. 3 games in the next 7 days for United. And Scotty, they're coming off a clean sheet performance against OC Blues about the midpoint of the season. It's a crucial match tonight for United.
Yeah, it really is. They're trying to build off the home win last weekend. It was a clean sheet, and they'll be looking to come out here and put in another good performance tonight and hopefully get another win.
Talk about clean sheets. Jordan Stagmiller was able to get the starting goal for the injured Carl Wasinski. And Jordan was really, really good. Local product from North Canyon High School. Had great help on the back line.
He did. He looked very much at home here in Arizona. It was his first USL start, and he looked very confident. He didn't have an awful lot to do, but everything he did very well. And as we spoke about, his distribution from feet was excellent, so he'll be looking to do the same tonight.
We saw a lot of enthusiasm up top out of Chris Cortez and Long Tan, I thought. What were the thoughts from the coaching staff off their performance?
They were really pleased with their work rate. They were helping out in defense and getting forward in offense, and it was great to see Long Tan with the assist and Chris Cortez with the finish. His first goal in a while after coming in off injury, so very happy. Something rare tonight, well actually it's never happened, we've not seen St. Louis. Well, we know this, they score a ton. They had 7 in their last outing. This is not an easy match tonight. No, it's not. They're coming in high in form, 7 goals in their last home game. They have a lot of good players, a lot of experience, so they'll be looking to build off last weekend's win and come out here and win their first game in Arizona. It's for United, again, 3 matches in the next 7 days. Here tonight, on the road during the week, and then next Saturday night here at the Peoria Sports Complex. So being fit is going to be key. Scott has a little bit of footage showing just how fit they are. We'll have that a little bit later on in the broadcast. But up next, starting lineups will get you started. It's Arizona United and St. Louis FC. That's straight ahead.
It is going to be a warm night here in Peoria, Arizona. We're about 30 minutes outside of downtown Phoenix. Temperatures today were at about 115 degrees. They're expecting 118 tomorrow, so we had a cool down today, which was nice. And these two teams for tonight, you know, the hydration part of it, you can talk about that all you want. Scott, you've played here before. You've been in these conditions. This is the first really brutal day of the year for a match. What are the teams going to have to go through tonight for a full 90?
Yeah, well, the coaching staff at Arizona United have been talking about it all week. Everyone's been expecting the hot weather today, so they've been preparing all week, keeping out the sun, hydrating, eating properly. But no matter how you prepare for this, your bodies are going to struggle to play a high tempo game here tonight in this temperature. So it's going to be a slower tempo. Both teams are going to look to hold on to the ball. It's going to be a lot easier to play with the ball than chase it tonight. So I think expect to see a possession-based performance from both teams, and they'll both be looking to get an early goal so they can sit back and soak up the pressure rather than chase a game tonight.
So it's one of those matches where it's a war of attrition. You know, as we talked about in the Open, St. Louis scored a bunch of goals last week, and if you get down 2 or 3 in these conditions and you're sitting there in the 80th minute trying to find some extra burst, it's not happening, right?
No, it's not. I don't think it's going to be as open as that type of game tonight. It's going to be a game of chess. Neither team's going to want to give too much away because they just won't be able to use up too much energy chasing the game coming from behind. So both teams will be keeping it tight tonight and looking to score, possibly off set pieces. They'll be key tonight.
So let's take a look at our starting lineups. We have our starting lineups here tonight, and for Arizona United, as they get going tonight, in goal is Jordan Stagmiller. Thought last week really saw great progress out of a bunch of players, but Duncan McCormick in particular got the opportunity.
Yeah, Duncan did very well. Duncan and Blair did well. They complemented each other in midfield, and their work rate was incredible. Both very fit guys, probably the 2 fittest guys in the team. So that definitely helped the team having their energy and their determination in midfield.
And you see Peter Kelly there, number 24 for United. He's got a little bit of an extra chip on his shoulder tonight.
Yeah, Peter will be ready to go. He was with St. Louis last season, so he'll be looking to do well tonight and carry on off his good performance last week.
It's good to see Peter Kelly out there for United tonight, a kid that is from St. Louis. Meantime, for St. Louis FC and their starting lineups tonight, in goal is Mark Pace, but you really like Irv Herrera up top.
Yeah, I do. He's got 8 goals this season. He's coming off the back of 2 goals last week. He's high in form, high in confidence, and he'll be looking to add to his tally tonight.
And we are underway. United in the red, moving from left to right as you watch tonight's match, and for St. Louis from right to left as we're just underway. Thanks for joining us here on a Saturday night where the wind is just not a factor quite yet in this pitch. Here in Peoria, there are nights where the stadium changes on a dime in terms of the winds coming through. This is the home of the San Diego Padres and Seattle Mariners during spring training baseball. Arizona United, if you're not familiar, is looking to build a stadium at some point here in the Valley, perhaps as early as next year. But for now, here at Peoria is their home. Possession by St. Louis. And we'll go through, and Stagmiller will have the kick.
Yeah, St. Louis trying to be direct there. Trying to test Arizona United in behind. The ball just running out of play there.
Stagmiller really wasn't tested last week, Scott, but I think that was good for him in his first ever start to get a clean sheet and build some confidence.
Yeah, it was. It was great for him, for Jordan, to get a clean sheet. He didn't have too much to do, but everything he was asked to do, he did very well. And he looks like he's forming a good relationship there with Uche and Ringhoff in front of him.
Ringhoff played very well last week, and he played that ball back. But now it's taken by Uz for United. Uche looking down the left flank and giving chase. Will go over to St. Louis.
There's the right idea by Uche there. They're obviously looking to get Blackwood in behind. You just want to try and keep that ball in play and make the defender do some work there.
This is a big time in soccer in Arizona. Not only does United have 3 matches here in the next 7 days, but also the 3rd place match in the Copa America will be played here just about 5 miles down the road from us, University of Phoenix Stadium. That will be next Saturday, and one of the two teams is either going to be Argentina or the United States, and it's going to be a heck of a showing out here. Possession, St. Louis. And Stagmiller will come out and corral it in.
It's a good ball in behind there. Seth showed that he's got good skill. Last week he scored 2 goals for St. Louis, so he'll be dangerous tonight for St. Louis.
Ringoff plays it down. And he gives chase, and it's corralled in by Mark Pace. Pace, the keeper tonight. Pace, a St. Louis native. As Scott said in the open, it's going to be possession base, and so far, true to form, coming up on the 3-minute mark. Haven't seen much in the way of action. Both teams kind of feeling one another out. Ball played in. Stagmiller, dangerous with it, and comes down with it. Almost lost it off his hand.
Yeah, he almost came out a little bit too quickly there, but he did well to gather the ball, and Jordan won't be too affected by that.
Herrera gave chase, but United with possession. Hooch. Rooney trying to play the ball through, and here's an opportunity. Chase given by Blackwood. It'll be a corner for United. No? Nope, they'll say over to St. Louis. Looked to me like an opportunity there for United. They give a little bit of a no, you're wrong, sir. But that's that, and we'll go the other way.
Yeah, it's always dangerous when you go to ground in the penalty box as a defender, and the defender didn't look like he touched the ball or the player, but he could have easily taken Blackwood down there and given away a penalty.
Now St. Louis in the United zone. Some of the turf coming up here. Don't want to chase too much, or do you want to chase much tonight, Scott? Ball's out of bounds with the flag up, offside. It'll be United with the kick. I mean, how much do you exert yourself in a night like tonight where you're pacing yourself?
Yeah, I think you want to get out the traps quickly. You want to start the game high tempo. It's always difficult if you start sluggish to raise your level. So both teams will be looking to start the game at a high tempo, but without exerting too much energy at the same time.
Rooney gives chase, gets taken down. They play on. St. Louis, as mentioned, is high octane, that is for sure, and you don't want to let them get on a roll here. So they made the plane trip out to Arizona for the first time. Nice play by Uch. And he gets taken down. Now here's United with the run. Opportunity, and it's off of Blackwood and out of bounds, throwing United.
A great play by Uchi there, taking the ball down and stepping out into the midfield, which he's shown he's capable of doing.
Get into the game with USL with social media and all their channels. Follow the USL on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram for news, live game updates, video highlights from across the league. USL social media channels, get on in and check all of those out. The USL does a terrific job. It's Arizona United on the attack with Scott Morris and Brad Susmat at the Peoria Sports Complex. 5.5 minutes into the match, and we are scoreless. Ringoff pushing up.
Great ball by Bond there. Just sitting in there in the number 6 role for St. Louis. He looks very comfortable on the ball, and he's got a good range of passing there, which St. Louis will be looking to use tonight.
Kelly against his former team. Back to Julian. And now to Stagmiller. You were training this week. Did you notice anything different out of Stagmiller? A clean sheet? Did he walk around a little bit more hitch in his step, you know?
Yeah, I think he did, until we did the hike up Pinnacle Peak.
we'll get to the hike in a little bit, but he didn't make it, huh?
Well, it took the spring out of his step a little bit.
We'll have some video for you here in a little bit. One of the cool things that the team did this week. Kelly plays it in, trying to get it to Tan, and the ball will go out of bounds. It'll be United with the throw-in. An injured player for St. Louis.
It was a good early ball, and it's something that Frank Yallop will be looking to see tonight more of. Early crosses into the box. They haven't really done that since their opening home league game against Portland Timbers too, back in April. So Yallop will definitely be looking to see some more early crosses in the box just like that.
Kelly, Rooney. It'll be played back. Gavin. And serviced into the box, and coming out is Pace, the keeper for St. Louis. And he will play it away at the 7:30 mark. Collision, no whistle, they play on. Want to see United string it together here back-to-back weeks. Last week was so good. Nice play by Julian there to get it out of bounds. Throw in St. Louis.
It's good cover by Julian there. Good play by Mayer there down the left, shaking off Chris Cortez and advancing all the way down to the Arizona United defensive third.
This will be Marr with the throw in. Played back. Marr tipped away. It looked like an opportunity by Gavin. Instead, it'll be United with the throw in. Just the start of things. Thanks for being with us. We're at the Peoria Sports Complex. United is home next Saturday night. If you want to get out and check them out, this is a busy week for them. After tonight's match, they play Wednesday at Rio Grande Valley. Former head coach Mike Delarusso, part of that organization. So I'll get a chance to see Coach Dello. Now a ball played in, oh, so close to the long tan and just got knocked down at the last moment. Good idea by Gavin. Then next Saturday night, Sacramento is here. That'll be a 7:30 match. That's next Saturday. Rooney, now an opportunity for United in the box. Blackwood shot, score! Go United! A beautiful pass indeed to Tyler Blackwood, and he sticks it in the back of the net, and United leads 1-0.
Yeah, really nice finish from Tyler there. Great through ball by Rooney. Feeds it right into the path of Tyler, and he steadies himself well and just slots it home.
That's pretty. So just as you said, their partner right off the top, they get out early in the lead, and we had talked last week's match against OC Blues how United had not led at any point in time in home matches this season, and you're always fighting uphill. And last week the clean sheet, tonight they jump out to an early lead. It's good to see.
Yeah, it's so crucial to get ahead in the game, and scoring in front of your home fans. It eases the nerves a little bit, and especially on a hot night like tonight, I think everything feels a little bit easier when you're leading. So Arizona United will be delighted to go ahead tonight.
Now in the 10th minute, with Scott Morris and Brad Sussmat at the Peoria Sports Complex, Arizona United leading by a score of 1-0 against St. Louis FC. It's the first time these two teams have met one another. A ball played into the box, and Stagmiller will come out off his line and take it for United, and he'll have the kick. Very patient directing traffic. He seems very confident back there, Scott.
Yeah, I think Frank spoke about how impressed he was with Jordan, and he doesn't get flustered easily, and that's a great quality to have as a goalkeeper. And he certainly looks like he's full of confidence tonight too.
Now United pushing up. Here's a turnover. Nicely done by United. Boy, they are aggressive here. Rooney. Kelly. Boy, I'm sure Kelly would like to stick one between the net. Now ball taken away, and we go the other way. St. Louis on the attack. But they can't get it out of their own zone.
It's great pressing by Cortez there, winning the ball back high up the field. It's something they did last week, and Frank was really impressed with the teams pressing high up the field. And it's great for the forwards to lead by example and start defending it up top high.
Now here's United on the attack. Kelly in a whistle.
I don't think there was much in that. I think Longtan caught Bond a little bit with a hand in the face, but there was no intentions there.
That is not much, for sure. Small crowd tonight. It's to be expected when it's 113 degrees. You're asking a lot of the fans to come out. So thanks to those of you that have decided to watch. Would love to see you out here, though, at Peoria Sports Complex next Saturday night. Now a challenge. Well, that's a tough call.
Yeah, nice play by Mar. A little nutmeg on Chris Cortez there. Player Gavin had to come over and cover, but just gave away the foul there. Not a bad free kick to give away.
What do you make out of these first 12 minutes?
Yeah, there's not been too much between the teams, but Arizona United obviously getting ahead with the early goal. That was obviously part of the game plan, and I don't think Tyler Blackwood could believe how much space he found himself in down the left-hand channel there, but took his goal very well.
Now St. Louis gives chase. Taken by United. Pushing the back of Rooney. Foul on Rudolph.
It'll have to be a clean game tonight. The referee's shown his intentions early on by calling a few free kicks. So
and these two teams, having never played one another, you don't know what to expect. It's not like when we have, well, OC comes rolling through or Tulsa comes rolling through. We know what happens in those matches.
Yeah, there's no previous history between the two teams, so it'll be interesting to see how the game goes tonight.
Now pushing the back, no whistle, no foul. And the ball go out of bounds. It'll be United with the throw-in. This match is important for United given where the standings are. Right now, United is on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. They have 12 points, but they are only 4 points out of the final playoff position. A group of teams all batched up together. St. Louis, presently, as we come in tonight, 7 points ahead of United. But United with the 1-goal lead, the 9:30 mark, Blackwood putting it in the back of the net, the assist to Luke Rooney, if you're just joining us. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Nike Soccer, good stuff there. Scott's all decked out in his Nikes tonight. Now St. Louis trying to gather themselves to this point in the match. They have not had a real press put up on Stagmiller. And Stags there comes away with it.
I think we'll have to do a little bit better than that. Arizona United will be happy if they just play straight balls down the middle, especially if they run through to Jordan. So I think St. Louis will have to start moving the ball side to side, trying to move Arizona United's defense a little bit.
Now taken by United. Ringhoff, Julian flicked ahead. Rooney trying to spin out of traffic. United really bunched up and trying to spread the field some.
Yeah, it's good play there by the midfield. Duncan and Blair linking up well with Rooney there. Nice little triangle in the midfield there for Arizona United.
Julian switches the field. Now here comes a push. Long Tan. Tan gets tripped up. And they'll say it goes over to St. Louis. So during the week, head coach Frank Yallop decided, you know, we hiked last week. We have some video of this. And you guys decided to take the hike again this week.
We did.
You
Tell me about this.
it after you guys hiked.
Yeah, so we did
the first time,
similar.
and if you won, you'd have to do it again, and then you guys.
That's
do it
not the
again
video of the
Tuesday.
hiking, but when we get to the video of the
what-
hiking,
what's important about?
we'll go
being
back
able
to
do
that. Let's
those
go back
kinds
to
of
live
things
action. We have some
with
video of the
team.
hiking here.
Things that kind of get.
We'll get back to that. Bottom line is the team has done some team building the last 2 weeks. So we have a whistle and a foul.
Cortez looking for the advantage there. The referee blew for a whistle on McCormack, but Longtan actually took the ball down nicely, and the ref could have played advantage for Arizona United.
So the team has been in a space where the last 2 weeks, if you win, you might as well do something again. We'll have Williams with the kick, and then we'll roll this video in. And the bottom line is, why don't you set up the story as to where you guys went? So Williams plays it in the box. Rooney popped up and taken by Pace. Here's St. Louis.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not all about just training on the field. It's about camaraderie. It's about, you know, togetherness as a unit. I think that.
So Frank Yallop, we've got some
I
audio that
decided
we want to show
we need
you
to
and
get
some video,
more
or play for you and some
team
video. But first,
bonding exercise.
here's an
It doesn't mean
opportunity,
just
and the ball will go out of bounds.
barbecuing and laying
So
around doing nothing.
here's the
It's just
video.
Stuff that's physical, and
This is Frank
we hiked
talking
that
about it.
peak, and it was tough. And I felt we got something out of the game on the weekend. So we did a similar week. We did a little bit of training before, and then we went up there and did it, and had a gym session. It's been a hard day on Tuesday, and we had a barbecue actually after, so just to relax a little bit. But it was good. It was a good way to finish off, or not finish up, but start the week off.
And I have to ask, if the team wins,
Now back to action right in front of the net, and just a swing and a miss and an opportunity there by Rudolph. Seth Rudolph.
I think Rudolph had the initial volley and it fell to Herrera, and you expect him to do better there. I think he's disappointed with himself. All he has to do there is hit the target and he has a chance of scoring. It was a good corner kick though. Arizona United would be disappointed had they defended that. It's just a straight ball into the box, and Herrera and Rudolph, as you said, were free in the box, and Yallop won't be happy with that.
Stagmiller with the good boot. And a whistle and a foul. Yeah, that's a dangerous play there, and I pulled the card out. Yes, sir. No question about it. McCormick goes down. Duncan looks up and says, "Hey, Mr. Bond, what's that all about?"
Yeah, McCormick was definitely caught there, but he's you know, he's willing to put his neck on the line, and McCormick's not scared to get stuck in, so he's going to pick up the odd knock here and there.
In fact, he's going to come over to the sideline real quick.
Yeah, he must have blood there.
He's got a little bit of blood, yeah. Going to work on him over on the side.
A yellow card has been issued to St. Louis FC player
United
number
looking to
7,
get him back in the field as soon
Daniel
as possible.
Harder. Card
Yeah, he's
issued
just over on the
in
side, and they're
17th
working on
minute.
him. Tommy Williams is going to take the free kick.
Yeah, Tommy won't be in a hurry to get this free kick taken. He'll be given the trainer as much time as possible to fix Duncan up.
Duncan made it to the top of the hill, back to that story, right? He was the first one.
Yeah, Duncan was the first up. Yep, he went up there with a smile on his face the whole way.
Who did not go up to the top of the mountain with a smile on their face the whole way?
There was a few.
Yeah?
There was a few, yeah. A few boys were thinking, oh no, not this again.
Are you going to nail any of them on the air, or are you going to leave that to the imagination?
No, I wouldn't call anyone out on air, but you know, everyone got the work done, which Frank was happy with.
Did you make the run?
I did, yeah.
Yeah?
I did,
You're
yeah.
not going to call yourself out?
No, no, I need the exercise. I need all the exercise I can get nowadays.
No, you look fit. You look like you still, heck yeah, you look like you'd get out there and have some fun.
Yeah.
So the whole team, huh? Second week in a row that you go and you climb Camelback?
We did Pinnacle Peak again.
Pinnacle Peak again.
Yeah, it's a good Camelback's. It's a good run, but it's a little bit steep in places and it's a little bit dangerous. So Pinnacle Peak's a nice run, not too far from the training complex.
So how does that work? Do you guys, as St. Louis pushes on in, here's a shot that's knocked out by Kelly. You do training and then get in the bus and go, or get in cars and go, or do you do the climb, or how do you do that?
Yeah, the
fans
boys.
know.
Yeah, the boys that didn't play at the weekend last Saturday trained in the morning at 8:30, and then the other players arrived at 9. And after training, everyone got ready at the complex and took their cars up to Pinnacle Peak. Came back, did a lift.
Here's a corner now. This is Bond. Played in the box, trying to go for the header and just off the top, and opportunity for United. And it takes how long to get up to the top?
I think the quickest players, Duncan, got up and down in 35 minutes.
Dang.
Yeah, so he went at a good pace.
Do I ask who, not who, but how long it took the last place person to? Was it Stagmiller?
No, he did not bad. No, you know, he put the work in. I can't remember what time the slower boys started to filter in, but
it's all in good fun though.
All in good fun. Everyone goes at their own pace. So.
Rooney tries to put it right there for Tan and just in front of him. Like a good run there by Rooney's gotten off to a good start tonight.
Yeah, he has. He looks up for it. Looks lively.
He gets pushed down there. Foul, free kick, United. Coming up on the 22nd minute with Scott Morris and Brad Susmat at the Peoria Sports Complex. The 9:30 mark, United scored on Blackwood, getting it done with an assist from Rooney. And that's all the scoring so far. In fact, St. Louis, the team that came in here, high-octane offense, He's had to really challenge keeper Jordan Stagmiller for United.
Yeah, they've had a few chances. They've failed to hit the target on either. So they've looked dangerous. They look like they do have goals in them. But so far, United have kept a clean sheet and look like they've handled mostly what St. Louis have thrown at them so far.
Pace. Blackwood plays back. Now a nice ball set up for Long. And Tan gets grabbed. Oh, wow. What do you got there, Scotty?
I didn't see much there.
I didn't see anything. I saw two guys on top of Long. Wow.
As soon as he blew the whistle, all I could think of was he was maybe offside, but I didn't see the linesman with his flag up.
Uchi nicely done to try to clear it out and ring off two. Boy, those two the last 2 weeks have made Stagmiller look good.
Yeah, they've done very well.
Ball played into the box. Uchi, and then now ball tipped away, and here comes Rooney.
Another good header by Ringoff there. Rooney's unfortunate there, just got crowded out by the St. Louis players in the midfield. So St. Louis look vulnerable though with the ball in behind, and United look like they can capitalise on that. Montana almost got through again there, and Tyler got through, was wide open for the goal. It's definitely something that Arizona United can look to expose.
Now kept in the United zone by St. Louis. Rooney. Rooney will carry. Rooney will survey the landscape.
You don't want to throw it in behind every time. You do want to keep it. The front three will burn themselves out if they try and look in behind all the time. So Rooney did well there. He just put his foot on the ball and gave it to Gavin.
Uchi, header to ring off. Kelly. Coming up on the 25th minute, United. He's gone a full match in almost 25 minutes without allowing a score here. This might be some of the best soccer we've seen since the team became Arizona United in terms of playing very good defense. And you've seen all these teams. This is as good as it's gotten.
Yeah, and St. Louis is a good team, but life's a lot easier when you score an early goal.
Tan, Rooney, ball played through the box again. And boy, Rooney's having a good night of surveying the landscape. Blackwood trying to turn, shoot. Oh, Tan trying to get up there with the header. Good idea.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just a foot too high for a long time there. But great play by Tyler there. Good link-up play by Rooney and Tyler. And Tyler's given Dixon a real tough time down there on the right-hand side for St. Louis.
Marr with the throw-in. Now St. Louis trying to push ahead. Hey, keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com. For everything you need to know about the USL, it is USLsoccer.com. Every week, we go on USLsoccer.com to check out all the scores, the highlights from around the league. See where United is in the standings, the upcoming games. You can make your plans all at USLsoccer.com.
That was an ambitious effort by Musa there. The first time effort with the left foot. He wasn't really set for the shot. It went high and wide.
Ball out of bounds, throw in St. Louis. Next Saturday night, right back here, Sacramento Republic FC in the Valley. 7:30 here at the Peoria Sports Complex. Go to ArizonaUnited.com to get your tickets and come on out and watch action. Marr with the throw-in.
You can see St. Louis don't really have many options on the ball there. The heat is so zapping energy-wise that the St. Louis players look a little bit flat out there. They're trying to get back in the game now.
And Stagmiller will grab it in. So even here at the 26th minute, you're seeing this, huh?
Yeah, I think you start to catch your second wind. The start of the game, it was a high tempo, and you do catch your second wind round about now. So St. Louis will be looking to catch their second win and try and get back in the game, but
This is one of those matches, if you get up a couple, you could see a team fold their tent in a hurry here and say, let's just get out of here and call it a night, right?
Yeah, it happened to us a few times in the first season here with Arizona United in Peoria. The game was over by halftime. But I don't think we'll see that tonight from St. Louis. They have a strong squad, and they've got a good group of players out there, hard-working boys.
Boy, Julian, nicely done. Here's United. Kelly giving a run, and he had that opportunity.
Yeah, great ball. And Kelly took it nicely. He just couldn't quite get in front of the St. Louis defender there. Who covered him well.
Kept in the zone. Rooney. Now taken by St. Louis, and this is Hardware.
Yeah, St. Louis, they're keeping the ball nicely, but the wide players are coming in off the flank, and everything's down the middle, which United will be happy with.
I saw a clip from Coach Yallop this week where he was talking about, yeah, they scored 7 goals in a match. That's fine, but it's just one match. We clean sheeted OC Blues, and OC was a team that scored 5 the week before, so you can't make too much out of the team, and now we have a whistle and we have a foul.
Yeah, that was nice link-up play there by St. Louis. Foul on to Coda, I think, although it wasn't too clear-cut. Something off the ball.
I think that Uchi was barking it out. Let's see it again. It's not much there.
No, there wasn't much in that. Herrera went down easily, but you have to be careful from behind. And if there's ever any contact, then the referee's always going to give a free kick, especially in and around the penalty box.
You have Musa and Bond. Arizona United leading 1-0 in the 29th minute. St. Louis looking for the equalizer. Shot knocked off the net. Stagmiller was flat-footed, and now he punches it away. Boy, that almost got in off the top of the net. There wasn't much Stags could have done on that one. That was a great shot.
No, I think when you get it up and over the wall like that, Stagmiller can't see it till late. Yeah, he was just hoping that he didn't see the back of the net ripple. Good effort though. Bond managed to get it up and down, but not quite in the goal.
So the first very good opportunity for St. Louis FC of the night comes in the 29th minute mark. And they'll have the throw in and keep it the pressure on United. In the box and headed out, shot knocked down. Stagmiller barking out signals and barking out towards his teammates. Rudolph serves it in, headed away. And see if United can clear it now. Williams.
You can see the front three of Arizona there. Always eager to go forward, which is great to see.
Kelly. Uchi. Uzo to Williams. Giving a run is Cortez, and Cortez able to settle. Tan gives it to Cortez, and United will reset in the 30th minute, coming up on the 31st minute, leading 1-0. If you're head coach Frankie Yallop, he did not go deep into his bench last week. In a match like tonight, Scott, with so much in the way of the conditions, are we going to see, do you think, some players come in here at halftime and adjustments? I know we've got about 14 minutes to go, but it's just one of those matches where he's already thinking ahead, having the lead. Tan, shot, knocked down.
No, I don't think we would see any changes if things are going well. Not at halftime anyway. Possibly into the second half if the team are still winning. But all eyes will be on tonight and getting the result tonight, and Frank won't be looking ahead till Wednesday until this game's wrapped up.
So they are going to take water breaks here because of the conditions. Again, if you're just joining us, it was 114 degrees today in the Valley, and as this match started tonight, it was still well above 100 degrees in these conditions. for the players are just brutal. So ordinarily we would not seen water breaks, but here in Arizona, first 2 years of United playing, we have seen water stoppages, and it's the right thing to do for the safety of the players. You can see them just dousing themselves trying to get through.
Yeah, you don't want to take any chances, and both sets of teams are putting in a lot of work, and it doesn't take long just to take a quick water break, and I think you'll see the benefit in the level of play as well. So I think it's a smart move by the ref, and I don't think the players will be complaining.
Well, and you also have to look at it, if St. Louis were to come here about a month from now when the monsoon is going on, it would be 95 degrees, but it'd be 90% humidity, and the conditions actually get worse, if you can believe that, if you're trying to play through. And those of you from St. Louis watching, you know all about heat and humidity, but out here, not to be the weatherman, but the dry heat, and when it's 110 when the match starts, it's just different conditions than probably anywhere else around the league.
Yeah, it is. The dry heat is difficult. As you see the players are sweating out there. It's very hot. Until it reaches this temperature, though, you don't actually sweat all that much because it's so dry. So it's dangerous because you don't realize how much you're sweating and how much fluid you have to take in.
When you played, did you notice the conditions, or are you so into the match it doesn't even bother you?
No, you notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guys I've talked to that said, you know what, everybody's got to play and it's just the same. But others would say, yeah, it's really hard when it's 110 degrees. Imagine, it doesn't matter if you're in your 20s and it's 110 degrees and you're playing straight through for 30 straight minutes.
Yeah.
Although you can't have the beers like they were having.
It's obviously very important for the fans to hydrate as well. Clearly, they're enjoying it.
You look up into the stands and say, I'd like to be there where that guy is. I'd like to be doing what that guy's doing.
Yeah. You don't even want to touch a beer after the game either. You're so dehydrated after the game. All you want to do is drink water, drink Gatorade, whatever you can, just to get the fluids back in.
So after the water stoppage, and I would say, though, United looks pretty fresh tonight.
They do. They're very fit. They've worked hard all season. They had a good pre-season down in Casa Grande, and Bertie and Frank have kept on at the boys and how important fitness is and how important it is to be fitter than the opposition, especially here in Arizona. And I think they're showing that now, almost halfway through the season. They look very fit out there.
There's a push and a shot. It's taken by Stagmiller off the left boot, and good opportunity there by Herrera with the shot and the save by Stagmiller.
Yeah, it was comfortable in the end. It was right at Jordan, but Herrera, he's always looking to get it on his left foot, but Pierre Kelly did well, forced him outside there, and Jordan had a good view of that.
Now here comes St. Louis on the attack again. They've had some opportunities here in the last 5 minutes. Ball played into the box, and Stagmiller will let it go on through.
It was a good play by Rudolph there down the left. He looks good out there. He's got a good touch, good change of pace. Here's a Herrera shot.
Right at him.
I mean, he's shown this season he's got 8 goals this season, so he can find the back of the net. But you don't want to give him any time on the edge of the box, especially on his left foot.
Well, there have not been too many straight-on shots in these last 2 matches. Ringoff and Uz and Williams have done a very good job on the back line.
Yeah, I think all credit to Uchi and Julian, as you said there.
Blackwood, Rooney. Rooney fights, sticks with it. Blackwood. Got Tan, and Blackwood tries to get around it. And we'll go the other way.
Yeah, Dixon's finally starting to get a bit of grip in the game. He struggled early on, but he's managing to cope with Blackwood there, which Chile will be happier with.
Uchi kept in the United zone by St. Louis. Now here's an opportunity. Tan settles. Tan gives chase. Good slide tackle there by St. Louis.
Yeah, it was a well-timed tackle. I think it was Cochran there.
Now ball played through. Flag is up.
Arizona United will have to be careful. Herrera's always looking to get in behind, but they held a good line there. just a little bit risky holding such a high line there, but Tommy Williams read it well and stepped up just in the nick of time as Julian and Ricci stepped up.
So United this is the 12th match for United. They're 3-5-3. For St. Louis, this is their 14th match. They have 2 in hand. And they are 5-4-4, and they're 7 points ahead of United. But I would say in the last, as balls played in by Blackwood, in the last 2 weeks, I've seen a different United team. It's almost as though they're starting to figure out Coach Yallop. And this is a team that looks much better than it did. Flag is up again. That looks much better than it did early in the season.
Yeah, they look like they've found a bit of confidence. All the hard work starting to pay off. They started the season not too bad. They didn't set the heather on fire, although they had some good performances away from home. And then they didn't play awfully at home. Just things didn't go their way. They lost a couple of early goals. But they're starting to I think get used to playing at home. There's a lot of new players here this season, getting used to the surface, getting used to the heat. And sometimes it just takes time to gel. And it certainly looks like they're starting to find their feet here.
Is there a buy-in factor to with the coaching staff, or was that buy-in there from day one?
No, I think there is. Yallop and Mark Bircham obviously bring their own style, and some players had to get used to that. It's high tempo, a lot of work rate.
There's a shot and Kelly knocked it down.
It has to be expected, but it does take a while. Players coming in from all over, college, MLS, USL, some from abroad, so it takes time to gel. And Frank Yallop and Mark Bircham, it's their first season in the USL, so I think they'll hold their hands up as well, and they've probably been surprised at the level of play in the USL. It's come on leaps and bounds in the last couple of years, and the standard's been very good this season.
Because some players will come from MLS and they're like, I'm in the USL. Now there's a ball played in the box. Stagmiller looked far post, ball headed away. To your point of trying to take a collection of players who may have pro experience, USL, I'm not in the MLS. Am I going to get back to the MLS? I'm coming from overseas. I've got to figure out this. I'm in Arizona. I'm not playing in front of 20,000 fans. Off the corner, ring off. Tan waits. Now Tan. Long plays it ahead. Here comes a run by United. Blackwood, Tan's open. Blackwood looks for Tan. Can't get it on his boot. Rooney.
Blackwood's got to play it there.
Rooney shot. It's just wide and tipped away at the last moment. Pace able to get a hand on it. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that had 2-0 written all over it.
Yeah, all he has to do is slide long Tan in there, and Tan's one-on-one, but Rooney always made up for it with a good strike there, almost find the bottom corner, but good save by Pace.
Rooney with the corner. Rooney's been one of the additions this year. He's been a glue guy. I like to refer to that as a guy that just brings everybody together. Ball seems to find him, or he's one step ahead. Ring off the header. Ball's loose in the box. Ringoff saying, I got pushed from behind.
Yeah, it was a good header. He got up well. And Rooney drives those corners in very well. And Ringhoff timed his jump well. And almost found the back of the net if it wasn't for good defending by St. Louis.
It'll be a corner off the replay. Yeah, you've got so much size back there, Scotty. Ringoff and Williams, you've got some size.
Yeah, and it's something they've worked on on the training ground. So they look dangerous at set pieces.
Now we have a stoppage here as the wrestling match goes on down low. Rooney awaits to take the corner. Rooney. Far post. Tan with a flick. Just off the side. Oh, good opportunity by Long Tan.
Yeah, Long's got the unexpected in the locker, and he tried the bicycle kick there. Didn't quite pay off. But well worked corner kick there. 2 hands up obviously means to the back post, and Long read the flight of the ball well. He just didn't quite connect as he'd like to.
Williams with the throw in. 41st minute. The lone goal in the match, the 9:30 mark. Blackwood scored, assisted by Rooney. 29th minute. See it again. Bicycle kick. Ooh. Good camera work there by our crew tonight, our Floodstream crew. Great job, as always. They're in the conditions, too, tonight behind those cameras.
It's not easy for anyone out there tonight.
Cortez gives chase.
Arizona United won't be wanting to give anything away now. They'll be looking to get in at half-time, 1-0 up. St. Louis, on the other hand, will be looking to get a goal, equalise before they go in at half-time.
Now St. Louis in the United zone. Right before the match started tonight, we have a whistle and a foul. It's a tough foul there. A foul on Gavin. Right before the match tonight, we had a package delivered. And it was from Blair Gavin's grandmother.
It was Brock, actually.
Brock's.
Yeah.
Brock's grandmother. Ah, Brock Ranger's grandmother.
Yeah.
And it was chocolate. And you've not opened this up yet.
No, Hawaiian chocolate.
Hawaiian chocolate.
Not
I
just
see.
any chocolate.
Let's see how the end of this half goes, and we're going to open that up at halftime.
I've stashed it well out of your reach, Brad. Don't worry.
It's very sweet of Brock Ranger's grandmother. Hawaiian chocolate, and Scotty lit up. Like Scotty thought he was having, here's a shot off the free kick, and it'll be a corner for St. Louis off of United player. We do have some fun with this, as we should. It's the way it's been fun this season. It's Scott's first season away from the pitch. You've made the transition nicely up here to the booth, especially when chocolate starts being delivered. You can be my sidekick or my cohort or whatever for years and years if chocolate keeps rolling in. Now off the corner, Bond. The ball's headed away. It'll go to United.
Yeah, there's definitely some perks to the gig. And that was a really nice surprise from Brock's granny, I think it was.
Yeah, you were...
lovely touch.
You were very happy. Somehow I think that's going to make its way to the Morrison clan. Stagmiller looking for Tan. And St. Louis trying to get it out of their half, and they will not in United. So you can push one in here in the final third of the field and get up two. Take some of the starch out of St. Louis.
Yeah, Tommy won't be in a hurry to take this. He's using experience very well there. The game's almost done, almost half time. United will be delighted to go in at 1-0 up, and they'll look to come out to defend the lead in the second half and even try and grab another couple goals to see the game out.
Cormac tried to get it to Kelly there, and we go the other way.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stoppage
the
time.
official on the field has indicated that there will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
3 minutes of stoppage time in this first half of play here at the Peoria Sports Complex. Arizona United leading St. Louis by a score of 1-0 with Scott Morris and Brad Sussmat. Very warm night here in Peoria, Arizona. Wind has started to pick up just a little bit, not a factor as of yet. St. Louis has had a couple of opportunities. Now here's Rudolph. All played far side, and United will turn it around and will go the other way. Blackwood gives chase. He'll let it go out of bounds, throw in United.
Yeah, it was a bit wasteful from Herrera there. He was in a good position there to put a ball in the box, and he missed everyone out and almost started Arizona United on a counter-attack there.
Tan tries to get up, not able to do so. United pushing up, trying to make something happen here.
Cortez doing really well there just to get behind the ball. Tyler Blackwood also working his way back there, and that's something that they did well last week, United, and they've done it well tonight. The front three working very hard, and the wider ones especially doing their bit defensively, getting back to help out the United fullbacks.
Now down the sideline, and United will give chase. Coming off his line is Pace. It'll be a throw-in for United in stoppage time, an opportunity here.
That's fantastic work rate by Cortez again there. We just saw him defending there, and then 10 seconds later he's chasing the ball in behind in the last minute of the first half, and he's earned his team a throw in there in a good position.
Kelly Kelly, the St. Louis, Missouri native, into the box. Ball in the air. Won by United, tipped down. Now Kelly flicks it far side. Tan tries to knock it down. Tan, shot, knocked down. And another good opportunity for United. They keep the pressure on. Ringhoff pushing up. Julian. Just over Tan's head, and St. Louis will take it as the final moments of this first half winding down. Long ball, Uchi. Williams gives chase. Tan with the flick.
It's a good play by Dixon there.
Played back in St. Louis now. United just trying to get these seconds done in this first half, get in and get their legs back under them. And now here's a good opportunity, and there's the whistle. And that is the end of the first half of play. A first half that saw one goal scored by Arizona United at the 9-minute 30-second mark by Tyler Blackwood, a beautiful assist by Luke Rooney. At the end of the first half of play, our score, Arizona United 1, St. Louis FC nothing. We'll have second half action coming up after this timeout.
Stretched out to the middle, back to
Broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. Hey, it's in! Rochester has the lead, and again, it's St. Louis.
Both my parents were great, but my father was good at that, and he loved watching the games, and he was a massive Arsenal fan, and still is. So he used to, when I used to play for Ipswich against Arsenal, he said, I just kind of want to draw. So that was pretty funny. He used to say that, and it's like, you're kidding me, aren't you? He said, no, I don't want you winning. But that's, you know, he's a good dad. He's doing good.
My most memorable moment with my dad is when we went to Red Bull Super Camp. We ended up doing pretty well there. He was the team manager for that night trip, and my mom couldn't make it. So then we did a week in California and Los Angeles there. Then we did a trip to San Diego to play in Surf Cup. We ended up doing pretty well there too. So it was just an overall 2-week adventure with my dad, and just had a great time. A lot of jokes, a lot of laughs, and that's basically it.
In Nigeria, like, we have this place we play right next to our house. It's like a turf field where like a lot of people come, like 50 people, and you have your own team, and if your team loses, like, you're done for the whole night. And my dad said he was gonna come play with us. He hasn't played for like 6-7 years, you know? So he's gonna play with us. We were so scared, you know, about the game, and we said okay. So we came. So me and my brothers were trying hard not to get scored on. And my dad gets the ball from like the corner kick and just curves it into the top corner. And everyone there went crazy. I'll never forget that.
Probably through my youth career playing soccer, my dad was the kind of like aggressive parent. So at soccer games, all the parents for my team would be on this side of the stands, but he'd be by himself at this side of the stands, making sure I wouldn't like watch. So he was always like, felt like I had somebody like right on my back, making sure that I was, you know, working hard. So
favourite would probably be watching him play. I always joke with him because I say he's got more red cards than goals. So whenever I watch him, there's always a fight. So I went to watch him a couple months ago when I was back home, and he had a few that went into the car park. It was meant to be a 5-yard pass. So just like grilling him on that was probably my favourite.
It's just enjoyable being able to go out with my dad and play. We do it all the time, kind of as a family and stuff. Growing up, my dad used to really take us out to the park and shoot the ball around and stuff like that. So specifically, I would say it's not any specific moment. It's just kind of every time we were able to get out as a family and stuff, especially just be around my dad and hang out with him. Just go kick the ball around, have some fun, crossbar challenge, or you know, dribble past each other and stuff like that. So for me, that's it. I mean, I always enjoy hanging out and playing with my dad still, even to this day.
I got a red card in college one time, and so obviously you have to leave the field. And so I'm like standing right by where the locker rooms like go in, and my dad doesn't know that I'm there. And so he's like on the phone with my mom, just like cussing me out, like saying how much of an idiot I am. And I'm literally looking up at him, and he's like 2 feet away from me. And he just looks down at me, he's like, whatever, and then just walks away. It was not funny at the time, but it's funny now.
Growing up, when I was 15, I was living in Spain, and I had a game at an away game. And I didn't know the location of the game until about an hour beforehand, right when I was leaving. And so I sent him a message. He was over in Spain visiting me for the time, and he actually just landed. And so I hadn't seen him in probably half a year or so. And I texted him the location of the game, and you know, it was kind of a shot to the moon. I wasn't sure he was going to come out. So then I was playing in this game, and it was actually the first game I started all year. So I was really excited about that. I still wasn't sure if he was going to come. And about halfway through the game, I saw him up in the crowd, and you know, I couldn't contain my excitement. I was really excited, and you know, that was an awesome moment. We ended up winning the game, which was our first win in a while. It was my first start with the team, so you know, I was buzzing. I got to see my dad after, so that was great, and you know, it's probably my favorite memory.
World Cup, I forget what year, but we were watching Brazil, and Ronaldo scored 2 goals, and I was with my dad, and that was my favorite player growing up. So I remember screaming and celebrating when he scored.
Well, I actually grew up here in Arizona, as you all know, and my dad coached a team growing up, and we were actually called United. And so it was a rec program that we did really well, competed against, you know, competitive teams like Sereno. Played there, had a blast, had a lot of fun times, enjoyed it very much.
Been to many, he's took me everywhere over the years, so everywhere I've needed to be, he's took me, and I thank him for that, and probably wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for him. And it's a little bit disappointing at the minute because obviously he's in England and you can only watch the games on television, so that's a bit of a shame because he doesn't miss many games when I was playing back home in England. So yeah, there's probably too many to mention.
I'd have to say the first time my father went to one of my games, my father used to work a lot, and it wasn't until my 3rd season that he got a chance to go to one of my games, so I think that's one of the most memorable.
I don't know if it was my favorite, but one of the ones I definitely remember was high school soccer. Gave up a bad goal, playing in goal. Everybody was quiet, and I just hear him start screaming from the top of the stands. So I think I'll always remember that one off the top of my head.
I just remember in high school, my high school team won the state championship, and I just remember running up to him after the game, giving him a big hug. And happy Father's Day, Dad.
We have there's a men's league in New York, and my dad plays on my team with the rest of my cousins and uncles and everything. And he double-megged somebody, which was unbelievable. My dad was an amazing player, so definitely my idol as far as soccer.
The best memory I had with my dad growing up, he told me he would give me a 3-wheeler if I scored 3 goals in the state championship game, and I did. Thanks, Dad.
stretched out to the middle. Back to
Broken up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. It's in! Rochester has the lead. And again, it's St. Louis.
I know you kind of joked about it after you guys hiked Pinnacle Peak the first time, that if you won, you'd have to do it again, and then you guys do it again on Tuesday. You know, what's the importance about being able to do those kinds of things with the team, things that kind of get them together but away from the field?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not all about just training on the field. It's about camaraderie. It's about, you know, togetherness as a unit. I think that, you know, I decided that we needed to get more do some more team bonding exercise. And it doesn't mean just, you know, barbecuing and laying around doing nothing. It means let's do some stuff that's physical. And, you know, we hiked that peak and it was tough. And I felt we got something out of the game on the weekend. So we did a similar week. We did a little bit of training before, and then we went up there and did it and had a gym session. It's a bit of a hard day on Tuesday. And then we had a barbecue actually after, so just to relax a little bit. But it was good. It was a good way to finish off, or not finish up, but start the week off.
And I have to ask, if the team wins, are you going to start looking at places to hike once you guys get to Texas?
Maybe. We'll see. But no, I mean, it's been good. We've got a long week next week. But what I'm really happy with is, you know, the way we come out and at least got a good result in the game last Saturday. And we're hoping to do the same this weekend.
Stretched out to the middle. Back to
Broken up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. It's in! Rochester has the lead. And again, it's St. Louis. Stretched out to the middle. Back to
Broken up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. It's in! Rochester has the lead. And again, it's St. Louis.
Welcome back here to with Scott Morrison, Brad Susmat getting ready for second half action. Arizona United leading by a score of 1-0 over St. Louis FC. This is the only meeting of the year between the two squads. United's not going to St. Louis. This is it between the two of them. And Scott, we go back to the first half, and United is able to put together, I think, one of the prettier goals that we've seen this entire season. Let's go through the highlights and go through the opportunity, the 9-minute, 30-second mark.
Yeah, I mean, Blackwood was left wide open there on the left-hand side. Rooney finds him really well, ball in his path, and Tyler finishes it nicely.
Just blasts it in the back of the net.
That's Tyler's second goal this season now.
Getting on track. Now here's the opportunity for St. Louis. Right there for him.
Yeah, good free kick. Jordan was well beaten there. He'll put his hands up, but he was happy to see it come back off the woodwork.
So that's the best opportunity for St. Louis in the first half, and you see the first half numbers. Shots are even between the two sides. The shots on goal, 2-1. Corners, an opportunity for St. Louis, but by and large in this game, there's not been much in the way of the whistle by the referee. And United hanging on, but look, it's another 45 minutes of clean sheet soccer. That's 3 halves in a row now.
I think the difference between the two teams tonight has been Arizona United have been more clinical than St. Louis. 2 shots on target by Arizona United, 1 goal. That's something we've not seen this so far this season from United, and they'll be happy with that percentage.
So there's your first half stats as we get ready for second half play. And this second half will be very interesting to see how the two sides continue to battle the elements. Not to make too much out of it, but it is a night where it started at 110 degrees here at the Peoria Sports Complex. And the players aren't going to hold anything back. They've got to get themselves stretched out and ready to go. This is what they've trained for. You're there at training every day. You've said on the air you think this club is fit and ready to go. We don't know until they go through this for the first time. Some of these players have never been through this. I thought last week we saw some players around the 80th minute for United look like they were just done, finished. So we'll see tonight if they're able to push through. And again, there's 3 matches tonight, a Wednesday game, and then next Saturday night here. So when you're talking about 3 matches in 7 days, that's a real toll, especially this time of year.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule for United. 2 games at home in 100+ degrees Fahrenheit, and a game on the road on Wednesday night in Texas. So there'll be a little bit of travel involved there. So it'll be a tough stretch for Arizona United, but they'll be looking to start that off with a victory tonight, and that'll make the next 7 days a lot easier.
And for St. Louis, you see them there in white. It's their first time here in Arizona, so they've never faced conditions like this before. But it seemed to me, you thought about the midpoint of the first half, that they were getting themselves adjusted to the elements here.
Yeah, you can see they've got some good players out there. They started the game not too bad. I think they were a little direct at times. They're obviously looking to get Herrera in behind. He's their target man, their leading scorer. I think they were just a little bit too direct. And when they got the ball wide, they start to get service in the box. They start to look a little bit more dangerous.
We have not seen a substitution yet for either side. We would anticipate, with the conditions being what they are tonight, and the fans, I don't know about popcorn when it's 110 degrees myself, but you got to have some fun. No. And Scott did not break out the chocolate at halftime because it's probably melted. You got to go put it in the fridge. Second half action underway. Yeah, Brock Granger's granny was able to take care of and hook us up with some chocolate. Not just any chocolate, Hawaiian chocolate. So yeah. Let's see what happens here in the second half.
If you can't be in Hawaii, then you can at least eat the chocolate.
As much as we'd like to see it, right? Now St. Louis moving from left to right there in the white uniforms as we start second half play. Here's an opportunity. United, nicely done. Ball played ahead. Here's Tan. Long Tan. Tan at the box. Tan shot, and he skies it over the top of the net there, and Pace looks up, and we go the other way. Good opportunity there for United. Unfortunate by Tan.
Yeah, you can see Rooney's frustrations in the middle there. It's really wasteful from Long. It's great play by Tommy Williams there, and Long had support there. He chose not to use it, and you have to hit the target if you have a shot from there at least. Make the goalkeeper work.
It's the second real missed opportunity by United tonight. Blackwood had one earlier in the first half. But they continue to lead 1-0. Not to emphasize the fact that missed opportunities. It is good to see those opportunities, though, because this has been a United side that has struggled all season long on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're creating chances. They're getting in the right areas. But Frank will be looking for the decision-making to be a little bit better in the final third there. Because at 1-0, the game's never over, and you don't want those missed opportunities to come back and bite you in the backside come the end of the game.
So how does that work during the week? Take the fans behind that as we see the free kick. Do they take the tape back, stop the tape, show the tape? Is it one-on-one? Is it in group setting? How's that usually work?
Yeah, I think a bit of both, a mixture. Frank and Mark Bircham are very good at picking out the details from the game, and they talk to the players individually. They also talk to the team as a group, and they really do look back at the game and they look at how they can get better. And as much as they're trying to make the team better, they are trying to make the individuals better. There's a lot of young players here, a lot of players starting out in their careers, some players who are leaning on Frank to try and get back up to the level that they were at. So there's a lot that goes into it, and it's a combination of individual and teamwork throughout the week.
No, it's good to know. So it's not just here's a group of clay figures and let's try to mold them and shape them. It's every player's different. Every button needs to be pushed. And oh, nicely done there, Blackwood. Blackwood, put it on the left. Blackwood now cut off. Nicely done by St. Louis. Took it away from him, and we go the other way.
That was good play by Tyler there. He just got pushed out onto his left side there. He'd be looking to maybe try and cut in on his right foot, his stronger right foot, and find support.
Popped in the air, won by United. And the ball is out of bounds. Looks like Sam Garza, or no, it's Casio.
Yep, Casio has come in.
Casio is in for United to start the second half.
Looks like for Chris Cortez, I can't see Chris out there.
We didn't get any announcement as the fans look on tonight. Casio, number 14 for United, so that is the first sub.
Yeah, could be Frank with an eye to Wednesday night. Chris obviously coming back from a lengthy injury, hamstring injury. You never want to push that too hard, and I think we talked about how hard Chris was working in the first half, and maybe that took its toll on Chris. And Frank said, "We've worked hard for 45 minutes."
That's enough for tonight.
Let's hope so anyway. We'd hate Chris to have come off due to injury after working so hard to get back into the team.
Now United playing ahead. Kelly played it in. It's taken by St. Louis. Yeah, you look at the schedule, and I don't want to go beat it to death, but you got to start thinking about players and health. Ring off.
Yeah, good tackle there by Julian. Couldn't make any mistakes there.
Kelly. And you don't know what those conditions are going to be like on Wednesday night down at Rio Grande Valley. What have you heard down there? Have you heard anything? I have not heard much at all, other than Della was down there. Michael Della Russo, the former coach of Arizona United. That's about it. Yeah. Here's Tan. Opportunity for Tan. Shot, and he scores it high again. Hands on head, blasted it over the top of the stanchion, and it goes over to St. Louis.
Yeah, good play again by Long. Good play getting into dangerous areas. Again, he had support. Tyler was in the middle there. He just needs to flash it across the box, and Tyler's got a tap in. So good play, but Yallop will be looking for more quality in the final third.
So those are things you go back and you say, hey, look, this could have been 4 goals for us tonight.
Yeah, you really do. It's those finer details that at the end of the day, you know, win and lose games. So you have to look back and study those and and make amends.
Takata, and the flag is up. Offside, and it'll be taken by Stagmiller. Do you see what happened in Copa today? Well, I mean, Argentina, do you hear what happened tonight, though? I just looked up during the half. Chile is leading Mexico 6-0.
Really?
6-0 Chile in the 85th minute. That is shocking after as well as Mexico had played in Copa.
Yeah, they have started well. They had their doubters coming into the tournament. Obviously, a lot of individual talent, but Chile are a good team, and as much as it does surprise me to hear 6-0, and all credit to Chile.
Kelly gets knocked down. Kelly in a fight, taken the other way. And Argentina knocked off Venezuela 4-1. I watched most of that match. Messi is just so much fun to watch. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, he really is on another level.
Oh my gosh.
And it's fantastic for US soccer that he's here playing in the United States, and people are getting an opportunity to see him play.
Well, he could be here next Saturday. So with Argentina beating Venezuela 4-1, Messi scored his 54th for his country.
We hope so, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, they play the United States Tuesday in Houston, but the USA is going to be down some players.
They are, yeah.
But
you never know. I'm playing on home field.
But to have Messi and Argentina against the United States, no matter who you're rooting for, right? Tuesday is going to be a good day in our country for soccer.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great spectacle. Hopefully there's a big crowd there cheering.
And the loser of that match ends up coming here. You're thinking, well, it's the loser. If it's the United States or if it's Messi, either way, next Saturday, and it's going to be before the United game.
Yeah, it's
ball played in, Stagmiller come off his line.
Yeah, it's just down the road as well.
Yeah.
So we're encouraging fans to make the trip north. Must be 10 miles or so, just north after the third, fourth playoff game to come see Arizona United play Sacramento.
That's next Saturday night, and so either way, I would think there'd be a very good crowd at the University of Phoenix Stadium. If it's Argentina that comes up on the short end, it's Messi. If it's the United States that comes up on the short end, it's the USA. And it'd be a terrific opportunity for soccer here in the Valley and for fans out here. And on the other side, it's just for Chile, 6-0 is the last that I saw in that match. 7 now in the 90th minute.
One extra for good measure.
Yeah, take that in and play it through. So that's over in Copa America. And have you watched much of the Euros this week? I haven't had a chance to watch much of the Euros. I've watched most of Copa. Flag is up. Yeah,
I watched the Croatia-Czech game yesterday. Watched the England-Wales game. Yeah, I've been managing to catch most of those games, which have been, they've been excellent, really good, great crowds, great standard of play, and it will be getting interesting now, coming to the end of the group stages. The tournament will start to hot up now, and I think the big guns will move up to 4th or 5th gear now.
It's a substitution for United. Martez Silva is in. McCormick is out. Tell me about Silva.
Yeah, Silva's coming on loan from San Jose Earthquakes. We would have loved to have had him for more of the month of June. However, he managed to get into the San Jose Earthquakes starting lineup with the Copa America going on right now.
Now here's Tan. Tan with the opportunity. Tan in the box. Surveys, looks, hangs on, taken down in the box.
Looked like contact.
Yes.
It was no complaints from Long.
Kept the ball a long time there, Scotty.
Again, he had support in the box. Trying to get back. That's a penalty in my eyes.
Yeah, that's a penalty.
Yeah, that is a penalty. So Long's unfortunate not to win his team a penalty there.
Score remains 1-0, Arizona United. Yeah, so next Saturday, if you're thinking of heading over to watch the Copa America match and then come here to see United play against Sacramento, one of the better teams in the USL, and United coming on strong. Here's Rooney. Rooney plays it through to Tan. Long in the box. Tan to Rooney. Rooney tries to settle. Rooney shot, knocked down. Rooney followed, knocked down again. A good chance and finally knocked down, but 3 in the box again for United, and they can't put it in the back of the net. 3 opportunities.
Yeah, good play and good defensive work by St. Louis. St. Louis in the end getting the ball clear, but Arizona United looking dangerous.
Now Blackwood turns his body in. It'll be a corner for United. Good to see United come out aggressive here, try and add another one on. Let's see it again.
You think Cassio's going to stroke it in here, but great tackle by
right there.
Musa there for St. Louis, and Maher gets the ball clear.
Rooney with the corner. Rooney's had a very good game tonight.
Yeah, he's looked very lively and he's been involved in a lot.
Our post knocked up in the air and over the top of the net and out of bounds.
Ringhoff and Uche both trying to get on the end of the Rooney corner kick there, which is great.
I'm sure Coach Yallop would like to get a couple of more under his belt so he could afford to take out guys. Ringhoff and Uche have played so well. They've also played a lot of minutes here in the last 2 weeks.
I'd say Uche and Julian have played almost.
Now here's Tan again out. Tan flicks it towards the goal and in the back of the net. He scores. The flag is down and United extends their lead to 2-0. Long Tan finally in the back of the net.
Yeah, a long time with a great finish. Chips it over the goalkeeper there and makes no mistake this time.
I think that was Rooney, huh? Let's see it again. Right before that. Was it Rooney?
Not quite sure who played the ball through, but Long looking dangerous again, running in behind, and he had the vision to see the goalkeeper coming out and managed to dink it over him and find the back of the net.
So Long Tan. For the second match in a row, United has put 2 up on the board, and in this match tonight, they've had a chance to be up 4 or 5 goals, something we just haven't seen out of this team.
Yeah, I think we touched on it. The United forwards, Long Tan, Tyler Blackwood, getting into dangerous areas. The end product wasn't quite there, but they, they managed to make their chances count and get the second goal there.
Now ball headed again. Here's Tan. Tan with space. Tan shot, knocked down, taken by Pace. Pace will come up with it for St. Louis.
Good early hit by Long there. Managed to find the target and test Pace.
Jordan Roberts in for Seth Rudolph in the 58th minute. So Roberts comes in up in the midfield for St. Louis FC.
St. Louis will be looking to try and get back in the game now. They weren't quite out of it, but losing the second goal, 30 minutes left in the game, they'll be looking to make a change and get back in the game.
Try and stretch this out now for United. Here's St. Louis shot, knocked down, backside, ring off again. Jordan takes it. Yeah, that one hurts. It's the old line by the hockey great Wayne Gretzky. It's not where the puck is or where the ball is, it's where the ball is going, right?
Yeah.
And Ringoff knew where the ball was going, got his body in front of it. That's how you have great success. You can see it, and then he just turns like that.
Yeah, he does well. He gets his arms out of the way, turns his back. It isn't something that you teach kids to do, but I think in that situation, you know the ball's going to hit you, so he manages to get his arms out of the way, and he knows he's in a good position there, and he just lets the ball hit him, and good defending by Julian.
You can see him still holding his side as he's trying to shake it off and walk up the field. Ringoff has had a very good match tonight, as has Uzo. I cannot rave about them enough. Helping out the young keeper, Stagmiller.
I think they complement each other well. Ucho's obviously the more aggressive player, and Julian reads the game very well.
And Tommy Williams had a good match tonight too, Scotty. I mean,
yeah, we haven't said too much about Tommy, but
Yeah.
he's gone about his business quietly at left back, and he's done well.
Now ball free. Casio
switched over to the left-hand side. Tyler Blackwood's on the right.
Now ball played through. Here's Casio. Whistle.
Offside.
Flag up. Yep. Far side.
It's good to see Cassie out there getting a run out. He came to us obviously with a lot of MLS experience, and like Cortez has struggled so far with injury this season, also with a hamstring injury. So he'll be looking to kick on now and have a good second half of the season.
Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information at Nike Soccer. With Scott Morris and Brad Thusmat, the Peoria Sports Complex, Peoria, Arizona. Arizona United leading by a score of 2-0. Their first goal coming at the 9:30 mark. Blackwood with the goal, the assist by Rooney. 58th minute, Long Tan made it 2-0. And now for United, just trying to get these minutes off the clock against the St. Louis FC side that they will not see again this season. For St. Louis, their first time here in Peoria. On a very, very hot night, tough conditions to play in. United still looks fresh.
Yeah, they're working hard. They're getting to every ball. They've got 2 banks of 4.
Now here's a ball in the box. Uchi breaks free, able to tip it away. It was a good opportunity for St. Louis. Now here's United. We go the other way.
It was, and it just shows you can't switch off for a second there. We were just talking about how United have worked so hard today, but they switched off there, and Herrera almost got in behind, and he didn't quite connect on that finish, and he'll be disappointed that he didn't test Jordan there.
Substitutions for St. Louis FC. Entering the game, number 15, Mike Ambersley.
Ambersley will come in for St. Louis. For Tukata.
17, Jacob Bushu, replacing number 2, Richard Dixon.
Jacob Bushu in. Dixon is out. So St. Louis FC and Coach Schilly is going deep into his bench.
It's not a bad substitute to take on. Ambersley, a lot of experience in the NASL predominantly, but he's a St. Louis kid and comes with a good pedigree, so he'll be looking to make an impact today for his hometown club.
Stagmiller with the ball there. If you're not aware, Jordan Stagmiller, the keeper for United. Backing up Carl Wasinski. Wasinski goes down with injury. Stagmiller from North Canyon High School right here in Arizona. It's nice to see an Arizona high school kid. Played with Sereno, one of the top clubs in Arizona. Had great success there at that level. Went to St. John's, came back to Arizona, and hometown kid makes good.
He's came in with a great attitude this season. Obviously with Carl coming back to AZ United after a good season last year, Jordan knew he'd have to be patient, and as a goalkeeper you never know when you're going to get called on, and Carl picked up the injury.
Far side, here's a shot that's high and off the bar again. So 2 off the bar for St. Louis in the match tonight. And that was one of those you looked at and said, boy, Hardware almost buried that one. United's lucky.
They've been looking for that diagonal in behind, and they managed to get it in behind there. And again, Jordan's beaten, but he's happy to see the ball hit the woodwork again.
Entering the game, number 19, Min Vu, replacing number 29, Long Tan.
So Long Tan is done for the night.
Substitution.
Min Vu comes in. First time we've seen Min Vu. Tell me about Min and how he's looked so far.
Yeah, so Min's came mid-season from FC Tucson. We saw him play a couple of times, and I think he's a Tucson kid. And he's been around and worked hard. He's played in the USL before with Rochester Rhinos, but he was looking to get back into professional soccer, having started the season with FC Tucson this season, and he's looked good in training. Min's lively. He's a typical winger, likes to get the ball to his feet and attack, and he'll be looking to do well tonight, on, making his debut for Arizona United, and he's got 25 minutes to go and show what he can do.
And if you're Frank Yallop, you're leading 2-0 and you're wanting to keep the pressure on St. Louis. This is where some of those players have not had a chance. See what they can do and try to save some bodies for this week ahead. Again, 3 matches in 7 days for United. This is where you've got to have some depth.
Yeah, and you're also looking to see who you can rely on for Wednesday night. Give people a run out tonight and see who shows up well, and you never know, you can earn a start on Wednesday if anyone's maybe carrying a knock from tonight with the travel. So you want to go out there and give a good account of yourself, and Frank will be looking to see who does well tonight when they come on.
Again, that game is against Rio Grande, and so far this season, Rio Grande, one of the better clubs in the Western Conference. They stand tonight through 13 games with 22 points. It's just 3 back of the leader, Whitecaps FC2. So it's not going to be an easy match on Wednesday night. And then Sacramento is here, Republic FC, next Saturday night. And Republic FC having a very good season as well. Republic FC's played some very tight games. They've only scored 12 goals so far this season in 12 matches.
I think Sac Republic are a different side this season. They came into the league with a free-flowing style of play, but they're different since Precky's left the club. But they're a good team, and it's very difficult playing away in Sacramento in front of that passionate home crowd, and they do very well there, and they're organised, and they're a tough team to play against.
And again, that will be next Saturday night right here at the Peoria Sports Complex. Stagmiller. And the ball will go out of bounds. United will have the throw in over on the far side. Kelly. Blackwood gives look. Minvu off him. And played back. Frank has made substitutions up top. He's not made in the midfield. He's not made any on the back line.
No, you don't tend to change the back line too much, especially if the game's
still
going
in doubt.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you unless you're forced to make a change, you don't tend to change the back line.
Maybe to conserve some minutes, you get one more, and then you start looking that direction?
Yeah, possibly.
Still plenty of time left in this match, though. 69th minute.
Yeah, I think the idea is you bring in fresh legs in front of the back four, and you let those guys do the work. Let the back four sit and conserve energy and come into action when called upon.
Now played back to Pace. Keeper tonight for St. Louis has allowed 2 goals for United through. Ooh, good push by Casio. Tough call. He used his body well on that one. He gives a little smile.
Sees the funny side of it at least.
I'd see that out of you when you played.
Yeah.
Think. What I always liked about you when you played is you were consistent. You would just go about your business and do your thing.
I think I was fortunate to grow up playing in Scotland in good teams and playing with some good pros, and you really learn off those pros, and it's really the consistency level that is a difference, and if you can.
There's a push through. Blackwood in the back, in front of the net, and it's kicked away. So close. Now knocked down. The ball was out of bounds. Did they call stoppage?
No, I think
it was way out of bounds. It looked like to me, Scotty.
Rooney almost capitalized there, and it was good play from Rooney to keep the play alive, and had a shot on target there. But they've earned a corner kick. Good play by Tyler Blackwood there.
Yeah. Tyler's got his hands on his hips. I think he's starting to search for oxygen a little bit.
Yeah, he's at the 70-minute mark now. He's put a lot of running in tonight, and took his goal very well, and he'll be happy with his night's work so far.
Rooney, Corner United up 2-0. Far post, knocked down, kept in by United. Now serviced in. Blackwood was looking for the header. Rooney tries to settle. And he'll play it back.
Yeah, it's good play from Rooney.
Williams, and he'll sky it out of bounds.
Good awareness by Rooney. He takes the ball down on his chest very well, and he already knows that Tommy Williams is beside him. Luke doesn't try and do too much on the ball. He just tries to set Tommy for a cross. Unfortunately, Tommy overhits it, but good play from Luke there.
Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL, USLsoccer.com. 71st minute, Arizona United, now flag is up again.
Be interesting to see that one back when the ball was actually played. I don't know if Herrera was offside. Uchi totally swung and had a miss at it. So he would be pleased to see the linesman's flag go up there.
Stagmiller. Wind now is blowing from left to right towards Stagmiller. Deep ball, Blackwood. Cassio.
Yeah, good ball by Silver there as well. Switch of the play with his left foot.
Rooney trying to get on his left. Rooney plays it into the box. Opportunity, header not there. Blackwood.
Really good play by Rooney there. He manages to twist and turn and find half a yard and whips a great ball in with his right foot there. And Blackwood's unlucky not to find the bottom of the net with his header.
Nice serve.
All the pace is on the ball there. All you have to do is direct the ball, but unfortunately he was under pressure there by the St. Louis defender who couldn't quite find the bottom corner.
We remain at 2-0, 73rd minute. Now some space for St. Louis. In the box, Ringoff will try to head it out. Ball kept in, now United. Carry it up. Down the far sideline, now United with an opportunity once again.
I think,
knocked in.
Yeah, I think Min saw Tyler taking off there. He thought Tyler was going to make a dart for the near post, and fortunately Tyler just checked his run just as Min put his head down to hit the ball, but good ball.
The signing of Min Vu, that was an interesting one last week. Kelly gets tripped and knocked to the turf. He's down. Ball played ahead. Now United trying to get a shot off. Handball in the box. No whistle, no call. Now that looked like kept in. Nice dig there by United to keep the ball in. Both sides throwing their hands up in the air saying, come on, give me a break here. The ball comes through and Stagmiller will pull it away.
Yep, good play by Jordan there, off his line quickly.
We were talking during the half about how there's 16 new players on this United roster from last year. And Min Vu was the latest one that came through. And as we continue to see the makeover of this roster, there are not too many players left from last season. And last season was bitterly disappointing. It's a tough year just on all fronts, trying to score goals. There was a challenge. There was a coaching change. It's just change all over. And now you've got a group together that looks like up top we're starting to see each week a little bit more from Cortez, a little bit more from Longtan. Rooney's really established himself as a facilitator, Scotty. So there's things that you see as they take a water break. There's things that you see here coming up on the 75th minute that are encouraging signs. I think for the first time since United has been United, you feel as though there's the last 2.5 years of trying to get things together from a roster standpoint, that there's finally some groundwork in place here.
I think since Arizona United came into the league, there has been a high turnover in players, and I think that is common in the USL. Players obviously on one-year contracts, something that Frank's not so used to coming from the MLS, where players are predominantly on multi-year contracts. So Frank knew he had a tough job on his hands putting together a team, and obviously he began the process coming into the new year, and he used the pre-season training in Casa Grande as a tool to see as many players as he could. But really, it's been an experiment for Frank, taking a lot of players, having to trust the word of people, sending him players. There's obviously not as much video footage to use of players coming into the USL, but Frank's done a great job, and you can see that the team really understand what Frank wants now. And good performance last week, very good performance tonight, and Frank will be happy with the way the team's shaping up now.
Water break almost finished. Rio Grande FC playing Sacramento tonight. 2 next teams for United. And right now that match is tied at 1 in the 51st minute. That game up in Sacramento.
Yeah, so Rio Grande will be travelling back tomorrow, and that's a big field up in Sacramento, Bonnie Field, so I'm sure Rio Grande Valley will be trying to put themselves back together tomorrow and get prepared for the game on Wednesday at home to Arizona United.
So Rooney's out, Garza is in. 77th minute, Sam Garza taking the place of Luke Rooney. Cicerelli comes in for St. Louis. So both coaches going deep into their bench tonight.
I think that's to be expected. Obviously the heat at the 77th minute. Now, Rooney had a great game. Garza, straight replacement coming in. He'll be looking to get some action and some game time. And Garza's tied in the lead for top scorers on 2 goals, so he'll be looking to get on the goal sheet, the goal scoring sheet tonight, and add to his tally so far.
Garza giving push there. Ball will be out of bounds, thrown in by United. It's the 4th substitution for Coach Yallop. Silva, Garza, Cassio, and Minvu.
Yeah, the USL is one of the few leagues, I think it's maybe the only league that you can make more than 3 substitutions. So managers do try and use that tool, especially on a hot night like this, or if you're in the lead, and try and get players minutes and give other players rest.
A whistle and a foul. Sacramento's taking the lead over Rio Grande now, 2-1.
I think
Hardware was not happy.
St. Louis player was not happy there. No, he looked like he made a good tackle, but you can't react like that, and I think he picked up a yellow card from the reaction alone.
That was Fink.
A yellow card has been issued to St. Louis FC player number 17, Jacob
Bouchou, yeah.
Time of the yellow card, 79th minute.
I think he's every right to be disappointed. He timed his tackle well there. The referee obviously saw different. Good position for a left footer here. Looks like Tommy Williams is lining it up.
Gavin giving look. Tommy giving look. 2-0 Arizona United. Can they get a clean sheet for the 2nd week in a row? I don't know if that's ever happened for United. I don't think it has.
Not this season.
I don't think even the last few years, even as well as Carl had played, there was never much offense in front of him.
No, I think you're right.
You probably want to smack me when I say that, because you were on the field for those teams.
No, you're right though. Keeping the ball out of our net wasn't our finest skill
the ball
last couple of seasons.
Williams served in, and it's high and wide.
It's difficult from that distance to get the ball up and down, especially from a tight angle like that. It's almost easier if it's maybe 5 or 10 yards even further back. It allows you to get the ball up over the wall and back down again on target.
Pace. Now St. Louis on the attack. The flag is up. As I watch the Sacramento Rio Grande Valley match, it's on here at the same time as we're doing our match. And the idea up in Sacramento, they have this pop-up stadium. It's a really smart play up there, and the fans, and granted, when it's 115 degrees here in Arizona, that's a tough deal. They've got a good crowd up there watching that match tonight. Good support, good city.
Great support, and they came into the USL the same year as Arizona United did, so it's incredible the success they've had in such a short space of time. And it's a fun place to play up there.
Is it?
I think as a player you look forward to playing at Bonnie Field against Sacramento in front of a full house.
Ball played ahead. Stagmiller comes off his line.
Good play by Jordan there. He's got a high starting point there. He knows that he can get anything if it gets over Rucci and Julian.
Played out to Julian.
Great play again as well. Takes the ball down on his head there, full of confidence, which is great to see.
Now ahead, giving chase Blackwood.
That yellow card was issued in the 80th minute.
Uchi with a good tackle there, but the ball goes back to United. Casio in the box, nice delivery, but just not enough there as we go the other way. Boy, they're getting chances tonight, Scott.
It's an open game, yeah. St. Louis have really struggled with the dynamic movement of the Arizona United front line all night.
Cicerelli. Uchi gives chase, knocked down, and we go the other way. Garza.
Just want to keep the ball now. It's hard to go on the attack every single time. You just want to keep the ball, take the sting out of the game and make St. Louis work, because you're 2-0 down away from home. The last thing you want to do is chase the ball.
Silva played it into Blackwood. Blackwood tries to give chase. It looks like he's running on fumes. He's played hard tonight. Now one gets past Ringoff. Stagmiller will slide in on it. He has a good eye for the ball. He's not afraid.
No, he's coming off his line well, and he's not the quickest of goalkeepers, but he reads the game very well, and he's got a good starting point, and he sweeps up very well in behind Julian and Uche.
Whistle on a foul. We'll have a substitution for United. Silva gets taken to the turf. See if they let the sub in for United. Silva looks to the side.
Gives Blackwood getting a rest now. Just when you said he was running out of steam, I think Frank must have heard you. Brad.
Well, I was going to say something about 5 minutes ago, but Blackwood's played really well. He was done. It was like last week.
Yeah, fantastic. He just runs himself into the ground, but he does such a great job for the team, and he stretches the game very well, and he's a constant menace to play against.
Poltonarini comes in his story. What's Brandon's story for United?
Brandon came to us from the NASL. He came to us from Ottawa Fury, and he's left-sided player. Frank.
That looks like Silva who's down. No, Williams, that's Tommy.
Took one to the face. Looks in some amount of pain there.
It's not what you want. One of your starters late in a match. He's looking for blood. See it again. Elbow?
Maybe it's the top of his.
Inadvertence.
Yeah, just an elbow or a flailing hand or something. He seems to got caught in the face.
Give him a look.
Be taking his time, taking some fluid, and won't be in a hurry to get back on his feet.
You were talking about Brandon and what he brings to the team?
Yeah, So I think Frank, since Brandon came to the club, he's looked very good and lively. He's just struggled to find his position in the team so far. He's obviously good going forward. Not managed to get in the team as a forward, and the back four on a whole has done well this season, so he's not managed to find himself in the team at left back. So
Here's a shot put on Stagmiller, and he comes off his line. And the clean sheet remains. Coming up on 2 matches in a row. There were some good opportunities tonight. I know you've watched the match tonight. You've said, yeah, but there were 2 off the bar. Yeah, there were, but they didn't go in. So we'll give the bar the assist.
Yeah,
Final score is going to show one thing, is if they can finish it off, it'll show clean sheet. And yeah, there were a couple good chances tonight.
You can see Jordan's high in confidence right now, letting that one go through his legs. He knows where he is. He knows the ball is going to run out of play. And that's great to see. Goalkeepers really pride themselves on clean sheets. They take a lot of slack being the last line of defence, but they really do pride themselves on clean sheet, and it's good to get into that habit of keeping the ball out the net.
Minvu. 87th minute. Coming up, Stagmiller. Just get this game behind you and look ahead to Wednesday night. 2 teams in front of you.
Good play by Minvu there. He lost the ball. Good kick out by Jordan there, but he worked back and he won the ball back, which is good to see.
The momentum that you can get from a match like this over the last 2 weeks. OC Blues came in here looking pretty good, and United shut them out. St. Louis came in here having scored 7 in their last match. You're about ready to clean sheet them.
Yeah, it's, you know, the USL, everyone takes points off each other, and it's difficult to look at games and worry about what other teams are doing. You just have to focus on yourselves, work hard in training, and go out there on the Saturday and make sure everyone knows what their role is in the team and everyone's bought into the system, and really just take it game by game, because anything can happen in the USL. You never really know who's going to show up.
Changes on rosters.
Changes on roster, especially with the MLS 2 teams. It's always difficult to read who's going to show up for those teams. So you really just have to focus on what you do as a team and take care of the job in hand.
Silva. In the box, Brandon puts it up top. And Silva.
United
Pace
players
will come up with it. Go ahead.
Look high in confidence, but maybe overplaying a little bit. I think when you get in the position in the final third, you want to see either a shot on goal or you want to see a cross or something. You don't want to overplay in the final third on the edge of the team's penalty box.
'89th minute. Just a couple of minutes to go, and United has felt like they've been in control for the most part in this match tonight.
Yeah, they really have. They've played very well tonight. They obviously got the early goal, and they've not looked back since. St. Louis they've done well enough. They've tried to get back in the game, hit the woodwork twice. So, if those 2 efforts go in, it could be a different game. But on the whole, I think Arizona United have looked very comfortable.
Well, and you could also go the other way for United. There were numerous chances tonight, 1 touch here, 1 touch there, where United had great looks inside and maybe holding on to the ball just 1 pass too long or 1 angle up top. Tan and Blackwood both had several opportunities tonight.
Yeah.
Which is good to see.
It is good to see, and it's good to see them getting in the position and into dangerous areas. But as we've said, if those two goals go in for St. Louis, then we're looking at the chances that Arizona United could have put away and given themselves more of a lead in this game.
We're in stoppage time now, 2 minutes, a minimum of 2 minutes. Arizona United leading St. Louis, looking for their 2nd win in a row, looking for their 2nd 2-0 win in a row. Couldn't have scripted this any better for head coach Frank Yallop. You get a lead early. You get a 2nd goal. You're able to sub out. You're able to rest some players. Meantime, Rio Grande is in a tough matchup at Sacramento, down 2-1 in the 65th minute. They're going to be on a short week as well. This is a good stretch here for United.
I think Frank's biggest problem is going to be thinking how he's going to find time to put the hike in this week with the flight on Tuesday to Texas.
Now ball in the box. Here's a shot just off the foot. Boy, that was a good look there. Herrera just could not get it placed, and opportunity in stoppage time for St. Louis.
Again, another good opportunity for St. Louis. I think it was Connor caught the ball with the inside of his foot instead of the outside of the foot. He'll be disappointed because, you know, you put that one in, there's going to be a couple minutes added on, and you never know. You could get yourselves back in the game and tie it up.
Now ball loose, and this will be a goal. Score, St. Louis in stoppage time, and the streak is over. We don't want to see that. Jordan Roberts with an easy gimme in stoppage time.
Just as we were talking about losing a goal late on, Roberts goes and pounces on an error there by Williams and Jordan. Really combined. Could have both done better there. And they've got themselves back in the game. They'll be trying to tie the game up here late on.
You don't want this to get away from you. So much positive momentum. Now here's United. Garza. Brandon in the box. Shot. It's just wide. Oh, good look for United.
Yeah, great counter by United. Garza does well. Feeds Brandon in, and I think he just took a bit of a heavy touch there, and the ball ran away from him, and he had to slide there. It almost crept in though. United will be looking to just finish this game off after being in control for the whole game.
Didn't want to let one get through. Stagmiller taking some deep breaths there, partner.
Yeah. I think every time you see the ball go past the last line of defense, there you go.
And that's it. And you see the players all immediately just hunch over like.
Yeah, they'll be relieved. But they'll be delighted with the win. They just made it hard for themselves in the last 5 minutes there, but let's not forget about the performance. Really good performance, a lot of good individual performances out there, and a good team performance. Not getting the clean sheet tonight, but getting another win, second win of the season at home, and finally putting a little run together.
Final score 2-1. Arizona United defeats St. Louis. Scott and I will be back with some closing comments after this timeout.
Stretched out to the middle, back to Green.
Broke it up. There's a shot. They score! They score!
Bernardo Fords. It's in! Rochester has the lead. And again, it's St. Louis.
Arizona United comes away with a victory by a score of 2-1 with Scott Morris and Brad Susmat. United takes care of business against St. Louis FC here in Peoria, Arizona. With the victory, United on the season moves to 4-5-3. St. Louis drops to 5-5-4. Let's take you back on the scoring recap of tonight's match. And Scott, 9:30 mark, Blackwood.
Yeah, off to a great start. Good finish by Tyler. And Arizona United get off to a great start.
Long tan here.
Yeah, long, great running behind, and finally gets one on target, and it's a good finish. Chips it over the goalkeeper Pace there.
Nicely done there over the top of Pace. United, clean sheet. Up until we get into stoppage time, as you see the celebration there. And in stoppage time, Jordan Roberts.
Yeah, good finish by Roberts, good persistency, and St. Louis kept going right to the end, and all credit to them. You know, Jordan will be disappointed with that to give up the clean sheet, but you know, the most important thing was a victory and 3 points, and Arizona United got that.
So 3 points for United in back-to-back weeks. United will go on the road to play Rio Grande Valley. They're in a very tough match up at Sacramento, tied at 2 at the 71-minute mark. And that game will be on Wednesday down at Rio Grande Valley. Arizona United will be back here at the Peoria Sports Complex next Saturday night at 7:30 against Sacramento in what promises to be a very challenging match as United get some momentum going behind them. Back-to-back weeks of 3 points. You like to see that. For Scott Morrison, I'm Brad Susmat, our entire Floodstream broadcast crew. Guys at Floodstream do a terrific job. Floodstream for all your streaming needs. Floodstream. Good job there, and we appreciate their support. Arizona United comes away with the victory by a score of 2-1 over St. Louis. Have yourself a great evening, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.